Welcome to Coffee and Crafting. My name is Lori. If you enjoy DIYs, thrift makeovers, and home decor on a budget, then I hope you will join my DIY family and discover some new and fresh ideas for your home. Today I have 4 easy to make and beautiful everyday farmhouse decor DIYs using items from the Dollar Tree and the Dollar General. So grab a coffee or your favorite drink and let's start. For this DIY, I have a long palette hanger from the Dollarama. I'm going to paint it with the Cashew Waverly chalk paint from Waverly. The paint color is really close to the natural wood color of the palette, and I wanted to keep that light tone color. I have a mason jar from the Dollar General store. I'm going to leave it as it is. I love the colors and the message "Live Life in Full Bloom." I'll remove the hook from the back and I'll paint the edges of the mason jar so it matches the color of the palette. I'll glue the mason jar at the bottom of the palette. Then I'll dry brush the edges of the palette with the antique wax from Waverly. I have some paper flowers that I had on hand. They match the mason jar colors perfectly. I'll glue them on top of the mason jar on the lid part. Hey everyone, just want to say thank you so much for being here today with me. If you are new to my channel, I like to say welcome and thank you for finding me. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back and supporting my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take a moment to consider and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified when I upload any new videos. And click the like button to give me thumbs up, as this helps my channel to continue to grow and be recognized. And leave me a comment down below on which DIY you like the most, or just to say hello. I'll glue 4 butterflies coming out of the flowers. I'm going for a look that the flowers are growing out of the mason jar and the butterflies are flying out of the flowers. And to finish this DIY, I'll add a jute bow under the flowers. This DIY was so easy to make, and it has a beautiful, colorful vibe that will look great in the garden or on the wall as you enter your home. I love the fun and simple look of this DIY, and I'll be hanging this on my front porch for the summer. For this DIY, I have a wooden house shape piece that I found at the Dollar Tree. It was my first time finding them, and they only had the one left, so I had to get it. I have a rub-on transfer that looks like a piece of barn wood, and I'm going to put it on the wood house. This was such a great find, and I was lucky to get 2 of these rub-on transfers. They're so easy to work with, and I love how it turned out. I'm going to stain the sides of the wood house and dry brush along the edges of the top of the house with the antique wax from Waverly. Just the two of us and we could stay. I have a family wood sign from Walmart. I'll stain it with the antique wax, then use a smaller brush to dry brush the cashew chalk paint from Waverly on the word family. I'll glue the family sign on the front of the house. I have some natural jute cord from the Dollar Tree, and I'll wrap it around the top of the house above the family sign. I have some lamb's ear from Walmart. I'm going to glue a piece on the house above the family wood sign. And to finish this DIY, I'll glue a paper flower above the family sign. This wooden house turned out so adorable. I love the simple farmhouse rustic look of it, and it's perfect for a tier tray. For this DIY, I have a small wooden house that I bought at the General Dollar store. I'm going to dry brush using the antique wax from Waverly around the sides of the house and on the top. I'm going to remove the starfish at the top of the house. It was hard to remove, but eventually I did get it off. I scraped the wood in the process of removing it. So I took a piece of sanding paper and I sanded the house, and then I dry brushed with the antique wax on the top of the house to blend it all together. I'll take some natural jute cord from the Dollar Tree and wrap it around the top of the house. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? And to finish this DIY, I'll glue a dry flower on the jute. I love how both of the wooden houses turned out. They have a beautiful farmhouse rustic charm to them with a high-end look, and I can't wait to display them. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to... For this DIY, I have a charger plate from the Dollar Tree. I want the tray to have an old look. I'll paint it with the antique wax from Waverly and let it dry. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me? I'll wipe off the excess antique wax, and then I'll add more antique wax, and then I'll wipe it off again until I get the look I'm going for. I have a piece of crafting paper that looks like a piece of wood. I'll cut a piece to fit the top of the plate. I'll use my glue stick to glue the crafting paper to the plate. After the paper is glued, I'll go back in with the antique wax and dry brush on the sides of the plate to give it more of an antique, rusty kind of look. And to finish this DIY, I'll decorate the tray with the wooden houses, a piece of lamb's ear, and a wooden bead garland. I love how this tray and the houses turned out. It is one of my favorite DIYs, and I love the high-end look, and it was so easy to make, and it looks amazing on my shelf in the living room. Family and home means everything to me, and this represents that meaning in a beautiful way. I hope I've inspired you today with some new ideas for your home decor this year. I just want to say thank you so much for being here, and your support means the world to me. I couldn't do this without your support. So thank you, everyone. So I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, have a beautiful day, and bye for now.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna